What if I told you everything you believe about money might not actually be true? Not because someone lied to you, but because no one ever explained the rules. You grow up, you go to school, you study hard, you follow the path everyone tells you to follow, and yet somehow, money still feels confusing, still feels stressful, still feels out of control. And that's where this story begins, with a boy who had two fathers and two completely opposite definitions of success. One taught him how to play it safe. The other taught him how to play the game, and only one of them understood money. There were two men in his life. His real father was educated, disciplined, and respected, and his best friend's father was a businessman who never finished college. At first, it seemed like just two different lifestyles, but over time, he realized something deeper. They didn't just think differently, they lived in two completely different worlds. His real father said, "Study hard, get good grades, get a safe job." That was the path to security. That was the path to stability. But his friend's father said something that didn't make sense at first. The rich don't work for money. At first, it sounded wrong, because everyone works for money, right? But that one sentence started a question he couldn't ignore. One father pointed towards school, towards safety, towards stability. The other pointed toward business, a car, toward risk, toward freedom. And the boy stood in between them, not knowing which path was right, because both sounded logical, both sounded believable, but they led to completely different lives. And that's when he realized something important. Money wasn't just about earning. It was about understanding the system behind it. As he grew older, he started noticing something strange. The more people worked, the less free they seemed to become. They earned more money, but their problems grew with it. Bills, loans, expenses, stress. It felt like a cycle that never ended, like running in place. No matter how fast they ran, they stayed in the same position. And that's when Rich Dad gave it a name, the rat race. At first, it didn't feel like a trap. It felt like progress, a better job, a better house, a better car. But something strange happens. Every upgrade comes with pressure. Bigger income, but bigger responsibilities. More success, but less freedom. And slowly, success stops feeling like success. It starts feeling like maintenance, like you're working harder, just to stay in the same place. Then came a simple but powerful idea. Not everything you own builds wealth. Some things take money from you, and some things give money back to you. Most people confuse the two. They buy things that look valuable, but quietly drain their income, and they never notice it happening because it feels normal. But wealth doesn't disappear suddenly. It disappears slowly, one decision at a time. He began to notice something uncomfortable. School never taught this. No one talked about money like this. They taught math, science, history, but not how money actually works, not how wealth is built, not how financial systems operate. So most people entered adulthood knowing how to earn money, but not how to understand it. And then something changed. He stopped thinking like everyone else and started asking a different question. Not, how do I earn more money? But yet, how do I make money work for me? Because earning more is limited, but building systems so that it is not. And that shift changes everything. At some point, he saw it clearly. Most people are not trapped by lack of effort. They are trapped by a system they never questioned. So he made a decision to step out of the cycle, to stop running inside it. and to start building outside it. And for the first time, the wheel didn't control him anymore. In the end, it was never about working harder or earning more. It was about ownership, because there are two paths in life. One path is working forever for money. The other is building things that work for you. And the difference between those two paths is everything.